العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد. Then we continue in our book Mistakes and Concepts Surrounding Ramadan That Must Be Corrected by Sheikh Abu Ammar Muhammad ibn Abdullah ba Musa Hafidhullah Ta'ala. We reached the 25th question, which is what is the ruling of singling out the 27th night of Ramadan for sacrificing an animal and gathering the people to eat it? And what's the ruling of uh, being sad and crying and gathering the people for this case in order to bid farewell to Ramadan? The Sheikh, he says, the answer is, and from Allah we seek his help to what is correct, establishing food parties, basically inviting to food during the last 10 nights for the purpose of bidding farewell to Ramadan, is from the matters which are newly invented. Likewise, establishing these food parties or meals on the last night from the nights of Sha'ban in order to bid farewell to Sha'ban and to prepare for fasting. This is also from the newly invented matters. However, if a person were to slaughter an animal, for example, or make a spread of food in order to give sadaqah in general, unrestricted charity, not due to uh, the bidding farewell to Sha'ban or Ramadan, and he gives this away in food or money or other than that, just general sadaqah on these nights, not choosing any one night over another night, meaning I want to give just charity, then charity is something which is encouraged throughout the whole year and especially during Ramadan. So there's nothing to prevent it, and it's something which is from generosity and kindness. As for what is called As for the bid'ah that is called a tawhish, and he's going to explain this word in a little bit, in just a little bit. Then what is meant by it is to bid farewell to Ramadan by singing a nasheed and poems of sadness. Then this is from the innovations. In the book Islah al-Sajid min al-Bid'i wal-Awa'id, it says to sing these nasheeds to bid farewell to Ramadan. Then this is from the rejected customs that have come or appeared in many of the masajid. And that is where when there are just a few days, 5 nights or 3 nights left from Ramadan, then the muadhins, they gather, and the religious people, then they gather, the so-called religious people, they gather their companions, and when the imam finishes saying the salam from his witr in Ramadan, they begin to recite poems and words of glorification and so on. And they go on and they recommend and do these poetries, right, which show sorrow at the passing or ending of Ramadan. And when one of them ends his nasheed, then and his voice stops, then another starts, and he starts with he takes his turn, right? And they go back and they circle around in the circle, taking their turns. And so there begins to become this screaming and this yelling and this noise that can be so loud that it can deafen the ears. And the generality of the people who are praying assist them in doing this. While the people in the likes of these nights, the nights which they're bidding farewell, you see in the corners of the masajid or in their doors and in their gateways and in the courtyards of the women and the children, women, the men, and the young and the old, and you find them shuddering. You find their bodies shuddering due to the evilness or the ugliness of what's taking place. So you find that many people, uh, not really know what's going on, and disliking it. And this innovation includes a number of things which are to be rejected from them, or one of them is raising the voices in the masajid. And this is disliked with a severe dislike. And this includes the singing and the amusement or entertainment in the houses which were not built except for the remembrance of Allah and works of or acts of worship. Also, from the things, the innovations that should be rejected in this is that this practice, it draws out the women and the children and the riffraff, those people who did not attend except after the salat has ended, and they come out in order to take pleasure and to listen to what these people are going to do. And other than that, and if the Salaf were to see this, then they would have beat them with their own, they would have beat these innovators with their own hands. And they would have established with them, with all the strength they had against the one who invented this innovation. And Allah is the one in whom we seek his help. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his aid to change the condition, change this condition with his blessings and his generosity. And from what is strange is that you might have the khatib on the last Jummah in Ramadan recommending recommending at the leaving of Ramadan every year, recommending the people to be sad at what had passed them. And he will say, and this comes to the word tawhish that was above, La awhasha Allahu minka ya shahr kada wa kada. May Allah not make you go. May Allah not let you leave, oh so and so month. And he repeats this, may Allah not let you leave, may Allah keep you, a number of times. So we may say, oh Allah, may Allah not let you leave, oh month of lanterns. Oh Allah, may Allah not let you, may Allah not let you leave, oh month of keys to goodness. Right? Oh Allah, not let you leave, or may Allah not let you leave, oh month of Taraweeh. So think about this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide you. That the khatib is using what's at his hands, what the tools that he has, especially or specifically the khutbah at the end of this great month. And that people are in need, while he's encouraging them to sadness and to lament over what has passed. The people are in need of the etiquettes, to learn them of what is going to face them in the next few days, such as sadaqat al-fitr, and consolating the poor people, and the rulings of the Eid, and what's going to be after the Eid. And it is obligatory upon the people to be happy with the completion of Ramadan and fasting and standing at night and the Eid, while you are still in health and in good conditions and in safety and well-being. Allah Azza wa Jal, He says, وَلِتُكَلِّمُوا وَلَتُكَمِّلُوا الْعِدَّةَ وَلِتُكَبِّرَ آسف وَلِتُكَمِّلُوا الْعِدَّةَ وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. My tongue's tied for a minute. In order that you may complete the number of days and that you may glorify Allah for what He has guided you to, in order that you may be thankful. So the fasting person is happy when he breaks his fast every day. And he's happy at the end of the month. And he's happy when he meets his Lord. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to be happy with the Eid. And he would encourage his companions to be happy with the Eid. And Allah knows best. And to Him is the return to what Allah knows best what is correct. And to Him is the return and the final resting place. May the salat and the salam be upon our Prophet Muhammad and upon his family and all of his companions.